playing a good job on defense. Newton County's trying to run a little bit of the option off that midline set. They're actually in the pistol formation, and they're just running midline, trying to run a little option. But he's doing a very good job on defense.
Same formation by the Cougars. Quarterback with the snap. Hands off to the running back, who's met immediately at the line of scrimmage. So great stop again by Ethan Moss this time, who's been busy along the sideline and also made a great takeaway in the first half for the Tigers, who set up a touchdown exchange between Mason Smith and Five McGee.
So 5:20 left. It's going to be 3rd and 11. Tigers up 21-7, and they are coming on the line. The Tiger mascot giving a Coke to my broadcast partner, and he's saying, "Hey, enjoy a Coke on us, big guy."
I tell you what, I love to be in that outfit right now. It looks mighty warm.
Well, a pass and a catch by the Cougar quarterback to the receiver. A good. Kind of over the shoulder, backside pass.
Yeah, a little back shoulder throw there. The cornerback and free safety kind of run into each other, and the guy come back and made the catch. Good score to cut it within 7 points if the extra point is good.
So 4:56 left, makes it 21-13. Here comes the kick, and it's up and it's away and it's good. So with 4:56 left to go in the third quarter, brought to you by Razmy's Party Supply. The score is 21-14 in favor of the Tigers. So the Tigers will be getting the ball back here directly. And so, Coach, we need to get us a score here.
Yeah, we need to bounce back and match that touchdown with a touchdown and keep it a two-possession game. I do have another score for you. Lumberton leads Stringer. I believe that's for the district championship. It's halftime. It's 7-0. And one from North Mississippi, Starkville 21, Warren Central 7. If any of you want to see good football, come to Hattiesburg, USM, first weekend of December. I believe University of Southern Mississippi will be hosting the state MHSAA football championships. It's been reported that Starkville High School has anywhere from 15 to 16 D1 players this year. So if you want to see excellent football, it looks like they'll be there.
All right, so the Cougars get set to kick off. They're going to run a fake kickoff and do like a pooch kick. I'm not sure the ball even traveled 5 yards or 10 yards, however far it's supposed to travel, but they just really jumped right on it. So it was a trick play. Not sure how the refs are going to call this.
It didn't go 10 yards. It should be Tiger football at midfield. It went about 8 yards. And
if that. Looks like it traveled more like 5 yards.
The Zebras are at midfield. If they give this ball to Newton County, that's got to be the worst call I've ever seen.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a really wise call. The Cougars went for a fake on that, but the ball just didn't travel the appropriate distance. But hopefully the officials make the right call here, because that should be Tiger football.
Okay, and the referees do signal Tiger football because it didn't go the whole 10 yards needed for a onside kick.
Right, so I mean, Brett, I guess a pretty clever call, but they didn't allow it to travel the appropriate distance. And it seemed like the ball wasn't even kicked; it was more like picked up and traveled some distance. But anyway, Tiger football.
So, have you ever seen that, Coach?
Yes and no. I believe one of the Newton County guys had actually touched the ball prior to that 10 yards there. So that's why Northeast came back.
So here we go, Kinsley.
So it was a Mason Smith handoff to Morris up the middle for about 6 yards.
Also defending is number 61, Skylar Porter.
So Jazalyn picks up about 6 yards on the play. It brings up 2nd and 4. With 4:30 left to go, Tigers leading at 21-14.
The Tigers get the play called together. Offense gets set. Mason Smith scanning the field, coming out with 3 receivers. Smith with the snap, loses the defender, but it's going to be taken down in the backfield by the Cougars. So I'm not really sure what happened on that play. It looked like there was a bit of confusion by Mason Smith, whether he should run it or just, pass it. But it was just taken down deep in the backfield after that play.
Yeah, it looked like he got kind of confused with the running back on what he should do, but it's going to be 3rd and long from the Cougar 48-yard line.
So it's a Tigers line up again. It's Tony Barnes and Jandela Morris in the backfield with Smith now. Smith with the snap. He's looking to the left flat, finds 5'5" McGee. He's going to try to elude the defender, but fumbles the ball. And it's going to be recovered by the Cougars.
So McGee loses control of the football. The Cougars recover at the Tiger 40, looks like 47-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 Cougars with 3:27 left to go in the Rasmus Party Supply 3rd quarter. Tigers lead at 21-14.
Wow, so I guess those types of turnovers result in a huge momentum shift. So, let's see if the Tigers can, get stronger on defense and create a turnover and get that ball back. So the Cougars offense lines up, quarterback with the snap, hands off, running back up the middle, eludes the defender. He breaks it off to the left flats again. He's going to show some power. He breaks it up the sideline for about 15 yards, taken down at about the 35-yard line.
Again, another good run by the Cougar running back. Again, kind of the same play right along the right side there. A play that's been giving the Tigers trouble all season long.
All right, so Cougars in the same formation. Pretty much an empty defensive backfield. Quarterback's going to swing it out to the right to the running back, who's going to cut up the field, elude the defender, but it's going to be met by a host of Tigers. And the Tigers are screaming fumble at the 30-yard line. You can see what the refs are going to call, and they're going to say Tiger football. So, wow, great job by the Tiger defense to force another turnover.
We've seen so many turnovers tonight, Coach, and Kinsley, that it's more than we've seen that we've actually recovered the whole season.
You're exactly right, John. But, I mean, hey, great defensive performance by the Tigers. I mean, it was the Cougars are deep in Tiger territory, so great job by that defense to deliver a vicious blow to draw that ball loose.
Yeah, hats off to the Tiger defense. They're running to the ball. They're getting 9 and 10 people around the ball. It's getting cooler. The wind's picking up, and those hands get cold.
All right, so Mason Smith with the snap, handoff to Morris, who's going to be met at the line of scrimmage. Is going to be taken down by a host of Cougars. So it looks like no gain on that play.
So Kinsley, it's getting mighty cooler as the night goes on. 2:28 left to go in the 3rd quarter, and so the Tigers leading at 21-14. Going to be 2nd and 12. It's 54 degrees, but it feels a lot colder. Winds at 4 miles an hour. I think it's a little off there.
Right, and Coach, you're right. I mean, as it gets colder, the offensive players, they start taking those hits. Joints are getting stiff, and it's getting tougher to hold on to the football. But Mason Smith finds Jay Jones, who breaks it up the sideline. Then he's going to be knocked down at about the 39-yard line. So great job by Mason Smith to find Jay Jones, who takes it up the sideline for about 20 yards. Puts the Tigers in Cougar territory.
So a good pass and catch there by Smith to Jones, Coach.
Yeah, there again, Newton County's living off the blitzes, and they're bringing 7 people at least each time, playing man-to-man defense, and good little hitch route, 5-yard hitch route on the outside, and he was able to break a tackle and pick up 20, 25 yards.
All right, so Mason Smith with the snap, fakes the handoff to Morris, takes himself, cuts it upfield, trying to drag a defender, was going to be taken down at about the 32-yard line. So pretty aggressive run there by Mason Smith.
It's going to be close to a first down. They're going to be short, though. It's going to be quite short. I thought he got more than he did, but it's going to be 2nd and 4 from the Tiger. From the Cougar, we'll say 38.
All right, so the Tigers line up 2 receivers. Morris line up to the left of Mason. Mason takes the snap. He's going to tape it himself around the left sideline. Going to cut it up and going to take a vicious hit by a Cougar defender as it knocked out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
So it's going to be close to the first down, and we'll see how close it is once the marker is there. So it's mighty close. I would ask for a measurement. It's going to be third and very, very short, third and inches.
Hey, perfect time now. Hey, you put in 2 fullbacks and running back, power it up the middle. So let's see what they do here. Mason Smith in with the play call. The Tigers line up. They're going to go Morris to the left of Smith. Jay Jones and Fafa McGee in that receiver. Morris is going to motion to the left. And Mason Smith is motioning back to the other side, trying to get it together. They're going to try to draw the defense offside.
So that's going to be a first down Tigers after the offsides penalty against the Cougars. So 1st and 5 from the Cougar 30. So 1st and 10 here, and the Tigers are coming back at it.
All right, so the offense lines up again. Fafa McGee is trying to motion his receiver, Jay Jones, to back up a little bit. He's going to hand off to Gisela Morris up the middle. It's going to pick up maybe a yard on the carry. Yeah, it seems like the offense, the past couple of plays, they've had some issues lining up correctly. And on the previous play, Mason Smith had to tell Gisela Morris to go back to the previous position. And then on the previous play, McGee had to tell Jay Jones to back up a little bit. So a little confusion on the offense there. This time they're going to line up. The defense is trying to show a little blitz. Mason Smith gets the snap. Finds Fafa McGee, who's going to break it out to the right sideline. Takes it up the middle. He's going to be forced out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. Just came close to getting it in for the 6 points.
Yeah, so Fafa gets down to inside the 5-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal. Tigers heading into the 4th quarter with a close 21-14 lead, Coach.
Yeah, like I said a while ago, Tigers need to really man up and come back and get another touchdown on the board and match what Newton County had done in the previous drive.
You're absolutely right. So, Kinsley, the Tigers have the lead, 21-14, going into the 4th quarter for the first time this year.
Yeah, you're exactly right, John. It's like they're making history this season. So, if they could just hold on to this momentum, just, keep the momentum that they have going right now. Be aggressive on offense. Be aggressive on defense. Just keep generating points. On defense, generate some turnovers. This could, looks like this. They're going to come out with a victory tonight if they can just keep up what they've been doing.
That's exactly right. And, I've been waiting all season long to say a few words by the legendary Jack Crystal. And for all you Bulldog fans, you know what it is, but I'm going to wait to say it. Hopefully at the end of this game, Coach.
Yeah, that'll be fine. I know what you're saying. It ain't many times you got a Southern Miss graduate, a Mississippi State guy, and an Ole Miss guy sitting up here broadcasting a ball game.
That's exactly right.
And that's what keeps us well balanced. Hey, I love it. So Mason Smith's going to hand off to Antonio Hayes up the middle. Let's see. And they're going to say it's there for
touchdown, Tigers! So really power football at its best. The Tigers score with 11:47 to go in the game here in the Lori's Furniture 4th quarter, making it 27-14 with the PAT coming up, Coach.
That's right. We need a PAT to make it a 2-possession game. The Tigers really need to come out on this next possession, 3 and out, and get the ball and let the clock be their best friend.
Absolutely. Here comes the kick. It's down. It's away. It's up and good to give the Tigers a 14-point cushion with 11:47 to go in the game. The Tigers lead at 28-14. And Kinsley, this is a nice sight to see from the Tigers.
John, this is, we waited all season for this.
Yes, we have.
Man, too bad it came at the time that it did, but hey, we'll take it when we can get it, man. This is a competitive ball game. This is how football is supposed to be played. I mean, this is just a great offensive and defensive performance by the Tigers. I mean, they're operating as a system.